Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Fans International Association is back. That's right, the premier fan club association of the 1970s and 1980s has been revived and is back in business. Join today. It's free at thewfia.org. That's thewfia.org. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/WFIA 1969. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I am your host, Brad Drake, and this is Wrestling Challenge. That's right. We are beginning one of 4 television tapings for WWF Wrestling Challenge. We are going to be taping in the Sports Arena in San Bernardino, California. That's right, the Sports Arena in San Bernardino, California, everybody. And, of course, this is one of our syndicated shows going around the country. Let's check our absent workers for tonight. Nothing but who we expect to be out. Let's check our backstage instance. Rick Rude and Harley Race. Rick Rude said, Harley Race says Rude's got to buy drinks for everybody. Fair enough. All right, what's going on here with Randy Savage? Randy Savage is willing to put over Brutus Beefcake. It's not going to happen now. Babyface and Babyface. It's not going to happen in the WWF in 1987. All right, everybody, we are once again in week 1, August 1987. And for those of you that might be tuning in for the first time, we are doing the World Wrestling Federation all month long for this month of August 2023. See that? See how we got things lined up here? All right, let's take a look at our card for tonight. Remember that Challenge is a B show. We're going to run 3 dark matches tonight, everybody. Angie Minelli is going to face Sherri Martel for the World Women's title. We're going to see Mario, Mancini, and Gustavo Mendoza against the Rockers. AJ Petruzzi is going to meet Ted DiBiase in that squared circle. That's our 3 dark matches for tonight. Now, moving on to our main card. We're going to see Joe Milano against Mega Man Tom Magee. We are going to see Mike Richards and Gary Starr against the Islanders. Jim Young will face the one-man gang in singles action. And then our main event, everybody, we're going to see the Shadows match up against the newly formed team of Rick Martel and Tito Santana, Strike Force. We also have 3 promos. We're going to see an Islanders promo, a one-man gang promo. We will also see a Strike Force promo. So with all that said, everybody, let's get to booking. And here we go with Minelli and Martel in the opener. I'm imagining that's one of the reasons why they probably changed her name to Sensational Sherri, was to stay away from Martel, so there was no confusion with Rick Martel. We'll most likely be doing that very soon here. All right, we're going to end the dark as we always do. Here is Minelli, and here is Martel. And Sherri Martel, of course, is the World Women's Champion. She unseated the queen of the division, the fabulous Moolah. Here's Angie Minelli. And here is Sherri Martel. All right. That one's all set. Sherri Martel is taking the W and defending her title. Normally the title wouldn't be on the line, but since it's a dark match, it's okay. I got to double check that one to make sure I clicked pre-show. I did not see. We would have been in some trouble there. All right, up next here we have Mancini and Mendoza against the Rockers. There's a lot of you that are new to the channel, so we'll fill you in here. Mancini and Mendoza versus the Rockers. The Rockers had a short cup of coffee in the WWF in 1987, and then they got fired. And it was either for tearing up a bar or tearing up a hotel room, or maybe even both. They did not go back to the AWA right away. They kind of floated around. They went to Memphis and a couple other places, then ended up back in the AWA where they had their big 1988 run against Playboy Buddy Rose and Doug Summers. And that's the big matches we all remember, those blood fests that they had and everything else. And then, of course, towards the end of 1988, they would find their way back to the WWF, and this time they were there to stay. Shawn Michaels is going to get the win here, everybody. This one is also in the books. Up next here we have Petruzzi and DiBiase. Another 5-minute dark match here. Ted DiBiase has made his way into the World Wrestling Federation. I think we mistakenly put him on TV already, and that was a mistake. I have it marked here in the roster. No, Ted DiBiase is just about good to go. Yeah, we could have him on TV here. It's all right. We'll do a dark match with him. It's not going to hurt anything. I think we already had him on TV, too. You know what? Nah, we'll leave it. It's all right. Petruzzi and DiBiase there for 5. And, of course, we got to click pre-show here. DiBiase is going to go over. All right, this one is booked. And up next, we start our show. All enhancement matches here. 3 minutes. We have Milano in there against Tom Magee. And here is Joe Milano. And here is the Mega Man, Tom Magee. The man that could have been but never was in the WWF. But we're continuing to run with him and see if things don't work out. All right, Tom Magee with the win. Wrestling Challenge. I grew up in suburban Chicago, and I think Wrestling Challenge was on syndication Sunday mornings on WFLD, which was Fox 32. Pretty certain. That's how I used to catch it as a kid. The crowd was always loud. They always had that piped-in crowd noise, when in actuality the crowd was exhausted after watching like 8 straight hours of matches. Keep going back and forth here. All right, Bobby Heenan cuts a promo with the Islanders. All right, so here we go. Here's Bobby Heenan. And I think our man here is Gene Okerlund, but we got to double check. Where is it? Wrestling Challenge there. I said our man Bobby Heenan. I meant Gene Okerlund. All right, so we have Gene Okerlund. We haven't done any of our fun segments lately, but I think we will. Maybe we'll change it up from the next ones. All right, here is Mean Gene Okerlund. And of course, he's got Haku and Tama. Good team. Islanders were an excellent team. Here's Bobby Heenan rated on entertainment. No, Haku's still on screen. All right, this one's all set. So now we have the Islanders. They got Mike Richards and Gary Starr. Richards and Starr versus the Islanders. Here's Gary Starr. Here is Mike Richards. Here are the Islanders. And we're going to give that win to Tama. So this one's in the books. Up next here, we have a one-man gang promo. These have not been going the greatest. So let's see if Bobby Heenan can't, Gene Okerlund can't help him out. One-man gang cuts a promo. Here's the one-man gang. Here is Gene Okerlund. And of course, Slick is managing the gang, but Slick's promos aren't the greatest here. So one-man gang based on entertainment. Gene Okerlund based on entertainment. This one's booked. All right, up next here we have Jim Young and the one-man gang. 3 minutes. For those of you that don't know, Jim Young was a monster. Probably about 6'4", jacked up. Big dude. Real big dude. Probably lacked the charisma and overall in-ring skill to be big time, but he was probably on the independents and probably did well for himself. All right, here's the one-man gang. 3 minutes, gang with the win. Good stuff. Strike Force. Gonna cut their team promo here. I was a huge Strike Force fan as a kid. I would jump around on the couch. Thought their music was the best. All right, here is Rick Martel. Here is Tito Santana. They're talking to Gene Okerlund. They're in an unofficial feud with the Islanders here. Feuds don't really do a whole lot in this save. All right, so the promo is booked. And up next, we have the Shadows. Strike Force are going 4 minutes. Here are the Shadows. Here is Strike Force. All right, we're going to have Tito Santana get the win this time. All right, we're all set here, everybody. We are at 35 minutes. We're going to start the show. All right, Minelli and Martel, and Sherri Martel gets the win with that sleeper. And again, we are in the Southwest region. WWF is not overly popular here in 87 in that region. So Sherri Martel, who's been getting some real high scores, is a little bit lower of a score, 39 overall. And that's okay. Same thing with the Rockers here. We're going to start building up, getting them over in the Southwest region, 34. DiBiase gets the win with the $1 Million Dream, 52. He's a little underrated here for the Southwest region. Then again, this is a very short match, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it also. All right, up next here, Tom Magee and Joe Milano. Tom Magee gets one with that torture rack, a whopping 23. Oof. All right, Bobby Heenan has a promo here with the Islanders and somehow only gets a 73. That's pretty disappointing. But what are you going to do? All right, up next, the Islanders get the win here over Richards and Starr. They win with that shoulder breaker splash combo. That was a really cool move they did. If you get the chance, check out Islanders matches from this time period. They were really good. They were a good team. I remember when they first came out and they were baby faces and they changed them over to heels. And they were nasty heels because Tama had just had that mean look. Like there's no way that guy was ever going to be a baby face with that look. All right, up next here. One-man gang and Gene Okerlund. And even Okerlund can't save this one. Only a 59 promo for this one, but that's all right. Gang's new and shows even more here. Only a 49 overall. Gang gets the win with that 747. All right, up next, Strike Force gets themselves a nice 74 promo here. I'll take it. Good stuff. And Mean Gene putting in the work here with them. Ooh, man. That's a bad main event. But then again, it's a squash match, so it's only the B Show Wrestling Challenge. This was me watching this on Sunday mornings. You weren't expecting to see Flair versus Steamboat by any means. So here we go. Tito Santana and Rick Martel. Strike Force get the win here, everybody. And Santana gets the win with that flying forearm. 81 and a 75 for Martel and Santana. Good stuff. Lots of green here. Green equals money. We're going to go ahead and finish up everybody 65 overall, and I'll take it for a B show of all squash matches. No problem. That's going to do it for us, everybody, for this episode. So for those of you that are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and drop us a message below. Let us know how you found the channel and what you think of us so far. For those of you looking for more, you got to get more of that 1987 Supermod. Check us out on patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Over on Patreon, you will find all of our spreadsheets. You will find version 10.1 of the Supermod. You will find all of our shows early and ad-free and so much more, everybody. Check it out today, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Last but not least, don't forget, check us out on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. And don't forget to join the Wrestling Fans International Association. It's free at the WFIA.org. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.